Okay, you guys, I'm home. Hopefully you guys can hear me because, it didn't do the little sound it does when you press record. So I hope you guys can, hear me. Um, yeah, I'm finally on my weekend. I'm back home. But I have to say that I feel like work is, less stressful than, from when it was. Um, um, yeah. Um, I'm really happy that it's going well so far. But I wanted to come on with a recording. I wanted to make a recording, and I'm gonna wing it and just try and start a conversation. I don't really know what I'm gonna title it. But I'm just gonna try and like find my flow state with this recording because yeah, it's just gonna be about how I'm feeling and what I'm thinking about. So I've noticed that when I'm at work, the coworkers, the jealousy, um, just the overall like just total disrespect to other people. And sometimes like you'll be there and you'll catch it. Like you'll be talking to a person and like they'll totally just like change up on you completely. And I wanted to go more into this topic. Um, so an introvert woman like me, I am very introverted. Um, I feel like talking and socializing, it gives me anxiety. Um, I don't do it too often, but when I do, I can be social. It's just, I feel like having conversations with all these different people, um, my stress levels go up more, which I've noticed. If we want to talk about being in the workplace and how just like some people will just nowadays it's bad. It never used to be like this. I don't really remember people being this distant and this cold-hearted and just overall like they just look down on you. And it's like, okay, like you're a freaking human too, you know? And it's hard, especially in the workplace, it's hard to try and find that person or a few people who will actually give you that respect. Because I feel like, you know, most women I've noticed and I've observed that most women will do anything not to feel left out. So it's really rare when you come across a woman, right, and she's at work, like she's always trying to socialize. She's always trying to befriend the other person. Um, Even though it may like, even if she is introverted and it may like get her stress levels very high, it's like she feels like she has to do it. She has to do it. She has to do it because she wants to fit in too. But with me, I'm not like that. So I'll go to work, right? And automatically what I want to freaking do is just stay to myself. That's like all I want to do. Like I don't really want to socialize. I don't want to I don't want to really interact with these people because I know how they are, you know. I know how freaking cold-hearted people can be at work. Like, it's just, I don't think it ever was like this in like the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, even the 90s era. Like me growing up, I was born in 1988, so I'm 35 now. But people still think like I'm 25 because of my looks. Like I look really young for my age. But I'm stating that when you're at work though, it's like I don't know with these people, like these people. Oh my God. See, like I don't remember it being like this, like when I was growing up. And even my parents could say like, "Oh yeah, like the people were down tight, like they were friendlier. They were just overall friendlier. Easier to get along with in those days, in those times." But nowadays, it's freaking bad. It's so bad. People just see, and this is why I try and portray like my open heart chakra, because like this needs to be discussed, and this needs to be let out for people to listen to, because I really feel like empaths feel the most, especially if you're if you have like a totally different mindset of what the world wants to portray. um like you get into these different modes, you get into these different realms and stuff, you know because you yourself feel at home in that realm. Like, it's just, you look around you, like the world today, like the news, freaking just people being straight assholes, like just people, crazy people with dogs and shit. Um, like how heavy like the traffic can be today. Just people people acting crazy in cars, people getting effed up in cars. Um, people just overall. I mean, people just being like just so like I don't know the word to use, the right word. Like vindictive. I don't know. But yeah, today you guys, I can't even. I don't know, like this whole freaking reality is just so fucked up now. Like I remember when it used to be like a simpler time, like a more lighthearted time, you know. It's just, year 2023, like it kind of sucks, dude. Like it really does. And that's just straight up how I feel. Like, as an individual person, like so back with the topic with the introvert, back with the introverted women who sometimes ultimately like they get undermined a lot. Like like no, like people just hate you now. People like they it's like somehow like in their mind it's like, oh, they don't like you being quiet. It's like every time like I go to work and I just want to stay to myself. I don't want to interact with these people at work, right? But yet, these coworkers, people who you work with, like Like they look at you and they're like, why aren't you talking to me first or something? Like it's just really, it's really out there with how they're thinking. It's like they just think that you're supposed to have like a full-on conversation with them, and it's just like, okay, I don't even know these people. And yet they get so freaking butthurt. They get so butthurt when, you know, it's like, when you don't want to be like their ultimate friend or something. It's like, dude, I'm here to work. I'm not here to be buddy buddy with everybody. I'm just here to work, get my paycheck and go the F home. Where I should be. So yeah, you guys, it really is freaking crazy out here now. I won't understand it. And I guess forever, like, I'm just gonna have that, like, nostalgia of, like, when people used to be nicer, today they're just straight assholes. People are, and, they're light dissing you, like, they take one look at you and they're like, oh, they automatically think, like, oh, I'm better than that person. It never used to be like that. you know. And I have to try and rant in this video about it because that's how I feel. That's the input I'm getting from people out here in this Matrix reality. That's shitty. Like it just I don't know. It got worse. Like it 80% got worse than what it has been in the past. And I have to just straight out say it, cause yeah, people. And people with their kids out here too. It's like like I don't know, like what are the kids, what is the younger generation doing now? Like what progress have they made? Um See, the reason why I'm thinking about all this stuff now is because one day if I do have a child of my own, maybe something will change, but I'm thinking that, you know, the future is just going to be the same and we're going to just keep living in this dystopian reality for a long time. You know? And they already have like the cybernetics, the freaking alien technology to, do whatever to your kids, like it's readily available now. And I don't know. It's like, you guys, did you know that MK Ultra is a thing? It's a thing. Um, and they have the technologies to freaking do these controlled fires and stuff. Like, the DEW, the beam weapons and shit. Like they have that now. It's like they have everything out now. And it's not like I really wanted to get it's not like I really wanted to get into this really deep. It's just like since we have the internet and all that now, like I'm really aware. Like, and why shouldn't I be aware of all of these things? Because if I have a kid one day, if I do, they're gonna grow up in a world where they're more than likely gonna be mind controlled by these foreign technologies that you know, these higher up people have now, and what they're doing in the schools now is horrible. It's almost like you can't really take your child to school because the people there are weird as shit, and they're gonna try and do something, you know. And that's why, like, I have this mindset, like, oh yeah, I'm really aware of, um, you know, how fucked up this world is and how fucked up this reality is, like, you know. And you know, but you know, I'm just living day by day though, like, you know, just doing what I can, like when I have free time and talking about topics, like weird topics. And that's why this channel is called the Sci-Fi channel, because you know, I'm into that kind of thing. Even though it's weird, I don't care. This is why it's a Starseed related channel, because I talk about yeah, I talk about all kinds of things. Yeah, I talk about the real, what's going on today. There's just a lot of conflict happening, but yeah. I mean, this matrix reality is like a prison. You guys know that. You know that. And you know what? Introverted women. Introverted women like me, we actually get looked down upon a lot by people out here. Because all we want to do is just stay to ourselves. We don't want to get involved in all the bullshit that's happening. You know. I would rather not stress out about petty things. You know. Being an introverted female, like, if you're not, and I've noticed this, like, if you're not on par with your looks, if you're not really on par with your looks, you know, people will actually downgrade you. And if you look better, then people will actually like want to try and talk to you more, because you look better than them, so they're gonna try and talk to you more. But yeah, in looks, as an introvert female with you know, with my looks, I'd say I'm about like a solid 6 to 7. You know, I have average looks, but yeah, people who are generally who they look good, like their genetics are good. They look you know, pretty, handsome, whatever. Like, people will generally like treat you better. And not everybody has good looks, you know. So yeah, I just wanted to get this video out here, you guys. Yeah, I don't really want to be a part of the in crowd. I'd rather just stay to myself. You know, stay to myself and be stress free. So yeah, people out here, they actually don't like when you're introverted. Like, they just feel like they're entitled for you to like talk to them all the time. You know, to have a conversation with them all the time at work, but I'm not there for me to have anybody like me, really. I'm just there to work. And that's the real. I hope you guys like this video. I'm gonna title it, and yeah, it's just a conversation piece, because I haven't really been making conversation pieces lately. Yeah, so this is a 20-minute video. Okay, that's all I have for now. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you in another one later. Thank you.